Hey everybody, I'm here to show you a quick trick today. Something in pastels that probably happens to a lot of you is you get this curled paper, and I'm going to show you how to get rid of the curl on the paper. See how it bows up like that? If you paint on this, you can tape it down to your paper, but if you paint on it, once you tape it off, it's going to curl up again, and it makes it a little bit harder to frame and to store. And so if you do this in the beginning of your the process, you'll get rid of the curl and you won't have that problem later. So what you need is you just need a spray bottle of water and a towel. Get it nice and wet. Doesn't need to be dripping, but it needs to be wet. And you want to get it. Get the paper, again, not dripping, but not slightly damp either, like something right in between. There we go. And once you get that done, what you're going to do is you're going to grab some thumbtacks, and where it's curling the worst, you want to stick it right in there like that, and then drag your finger. And remember, this is on the back of the paper. Don't do this on the front. You get it flat like that, and then from the middle you can go out, just kind of push it out flat. There we go. And then from the corners, same thing. Push it out as flat as you can. There we go. There we go. There we go. So the whole thing is flat now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait about 5 minutes or so, and then I'm going to lift the edges and I'm going to pull it tighter again. And I'm going to put the pins back in and then give it another 5 minutes. See you in 5. Okay, everybody, it's been about 5 minutes. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the thumbtacks real fast. And you see, it's already pretty flat. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give it 5 more minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a second, I'm not going to stick it in the same hole. I'm going to put a new hole right next to it, and I'm going to pull everything really tight. Okay. If you just wanted to say, okay, it's flat enough for me, that's fine, that'll work. I like to get it just one step flatter. And let me just pull all the corners tight and make a second little hole. So the paper is still just slightly damp. And there we go. And then it'll continue to stretch out and flatten out over the next little bit. So I'm going to give it about 5 to 10 minutes more, and then I'm going to come back and pull it off, and then I'll show you how I tape it up to a board. See you in a few. Okay, everybody, let's see how this turned out. Take the tacks off a bit. Look how flat that is. No curl whatsoever. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my painting board. And this is a board I use in class. And I also like, when I'm painting, I like to work on a black board just because it photographs better at the end. If you photograph your work and put it on Facebook or Instagram or something like that. The black background, when you leave a little bit of black showing, when you take the photograph of it, it seems to get the colors a little bit better. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this paper and I'm going to turn it upside down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a little piece at the top and the bottom, and then one in each corner. So if you have a smaller piece, you could probably get away with just doing one in each corner. See how I did that? And I have it upside down, and I have the tape facing down. And then when I turn it back over, this is the sanded side facing up. You get it, and so the tape is facing up, so it's sticky. So the reason I do this is the sanded side, it's real hard to get things to stick to it. So if you have that sticky tape facing up, when you tape around the edges, it sticks it down a lot better. And so I'm gonna get a piece of tape that's just a little bit longer than the piece of paper. I'm gonna line and make sure my paper is straight on the board. It's probably straight enough. And lay it down as flat as possible. You want it to overlap the edge of the paper by just a little bit. There we go. And you want to go over, you want to make sure it sticks to the tape sticking up and the paper. And I'm going to do that. And you want it to be just a little bit longer than the piece of paper. Last one was a little bit short. All right, let me get this down. There we go. Stick it down, and we're going to go all around the perimeter. There we go. There we go. So that's stuck down really well, and it's not coming off, and so you can carry this, when you tape it up this way, you don't have to worry about a wind catching a corner and it flying off, or bumping into somebody and it peeling off. And because I got the curl out of it, you don't have to worry about the curl lifting off the tape. It is down there, and I'm going to work on this in my classes over the next few weeks. And I'm really confident this tape is going to hold it down flat. When the tape comes off, the paper is going to be just as flat as you saw it a minute ago. Have a great day.